the book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Hey, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah for the GMS Denver camp, doing a quick lesson at the plantation. And, there's been a lot on my mind, man. A lot going on, a lot of heavy things that are transpiring in these last days, man. And, the workers of iniquity have been identified, all right? The wicked has been identified to be none other than Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. And they're showing their horns in these last days more and more, all right? They're showing their sentiment against you Israelites, you 12 tribes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, no Indians. And who are the ones who are standing up against the workers of iniquity in these last days? The prophets, man. The true men of the Lord are standing up in great boldness, calling this shit out, man. Because it's about to get very serious out here, man. It already is serious, but it's going to turn up even more. We've been warning you of these people, these devils, and how they get down. And a lot of our people, they want to defend Esau. They're doing the opposite of standing up against the workers of iniquity. They're fighting for them. It's going to be to their own demise. Now, I want to show you something really quick. A video was put up recently by the elder Malcolm, all right, out of the GMS Chicago camp. Yahweh Bashem Shah Barakatah to that elder. He exposed some very important information, all right, on what's going on right now that people are not really talking about. Let's pull it up real quick. So here's the video that I came across last night, okay? And it's from the elder Malcolm, and that's his page right there. GMS Maccabean Spirit 144. Go ahead, subscribe to be edified, right? Now, it says deportation, death flights, Jacob's trouble. And what he's talking about in this video is the fact that Esau is taking, the so-called migrants, all right, taking them from the ICE facilities, boarding them on planes, and then dumping them off in the ocean. Yeah, man, I said it. All right, there's been reports that Esau has been taking, our people from the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Latinos, all right, you see, putting them on these different flights, okay, boarding them on planes, like you see right here in this picture, okay, military type planes, tying them up, with shackles, all right, from hand to their foot, and then they're dumping them off in the Atlantic Ocean, man. And some of the bodies have been washing up on the shore. People have been discovering these bodies eaten up by sharks and whatnot, washing up on the shore, man. This is the fucking devil that we're talking about, man. This is the devil that we've been warning you about. But you out there trying to defend Esau, man. The only ones that are speaking out against the workers of iniquity are the true men of the Lord, man. All right? But let's go ahead and play a little bit of this video clip.
It's a little bugged out, I've watched a couple of videos, but she's monitoring flight patterns, radars, with the flight patterns that her people are being put on, and I imagine that people doing that because they're trying to figure out where their family members and friends are being taken to. So with that into consideration, listen.
It's a video of shackled women, men, and children being put into the back of a cargo plane somewhere in Nebraska. I know that deportation flights happen. My concern is that the particular plane they were putting them into is called the SC-7 Skyfan, which is loved for its ability to open the doors mid-flight to let parachuters out. And I've also seen a lot of a very particular plane, is the Boeing C-17 Globemaster III, which is also one of the very few planes renowned for its ability to open the cargo doors at low altitudes. Do you know what happened in Argentina when they were becoming a dictatorship? There were a lot of people who disagreed, and those people were, of course, arrested. And after they were arrested, they were put on flights, which we didn't find out until after, from personal accounts of pilots, that they would take these flights full of people, all shackled together like prisoners are, and then fly over the ones that I see popping on and off of the radar over the ocean, over international water. It's just a coincidence. I'm trying to explain to you, they're not getting humane treatment in these detention facilities. You would think when they get out, they're gonna tell somebody. Where are the flights taking them? That is all. Good morning.
Okay, so that's video number 1. All right, video number 2.
I've got questions. I'd like to know why we are seeing these examples of ICE detainees being loaded specifically on cargo planes that have the kind of ramps that can be opened during flight. Research the dirty war, Argentina.
Yep.
This plane looks a lot like the kinds of planes that were used then. Just saying, it doesn't seem to make sense that you wouldn't use passenger planes to transport passengers. They are made to be highly efficient to do that. Why do you need to use a cargo plane? And specifically, why a cargo plane that has a rear ramp that can be opened in mid-flight? And why is it necessary when you are transporting non-violent ICE detainees to have them shackled? Maybe there are good explanations for all this. If you know them, please share.
Yeah. So why are they shackling non-violent detainees and putting them on cargo planes where the doors can open mid-ramp? I mean, mid-flight or wherever the hell they are. Okay. And point is that bodies are washing up in different parts of the world, in different parts of the sea, shackled with chains on them, and they're all of the so-called Hispanic persuasion for the most part. Yeah, and there's no media coverage on this at all. So there's in video number 3. Yep. Bodies with shackled hands and feet wash up on beach vacation. Yeah. And it's funny, they will play the
All right, so yeah, man, you see what's going on. The elder played a couple of videos showing you that, these damn devils are not treating our people correctly in these facilities, man. And they're also saying that they're wiping the records and the backgrounds of these people who are detained. All right. And they've been detaining U.S. citizens. You see, people who are born here. Donald Trump is doing away with birthright citizenship. All right. Because they want to do away with you Israelites, man. They want to do away with the 12 tribes, man. All right. And what they're doing is committing murder, mass murder on the tribes, man. Starting with the Northern Kingdom, but they're going to come to the Southern Kingdom. They've been talking about deporting Haitians as of recently in the news. So, look, man, we're in the time of Jacob's trouble, man, in the beginning stages of it. And the only ones that are speaking out and giving you the 100% truth are, the real prophets, man, starting with those of Great Millstone and those who come in the same spirit as Great Millstone. All right? Giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. You see, we're not out here giving you that vibration of this is an Israelite party. All right, we're telling you that we're in very serious times, man. All right, very serious times. They dumping bodies off in the ocean, man. The time that we're coming into is going to be worse than anything ever before. It's going to be worse than anything that we've ever experienced, man. All right, this is why you need to be close, to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua in these last days. Nothing else is more important than developing your relationship with Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua and being in his good graces. We ain't seen nothing yet. We don't even know the full extent of what they're doing to our people that are being detained in these ICE facilities, man. We don't even know what they're doing, man. They could be being tortured. All right, tortured to death. We can't put it past this damn devil, man. He does a lot of things in secret, but the Lord is exposing him, okay, in these last days. I want to bring this out as well. This is one that's been coming out as of lately, and it's heavy because it applies to this situation that we're in right here. This is a Psalm of David. This is Psalm 64, right? It says, hear my voice, O Most High, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Yeah, these bloodthirsty devils, man. All right. Hide me. All right. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. There you go. You see? And I recently mentioned this in a previous video on how these damn heathen get together and they conspire on how they're going to get rid of us as a nation. It tells you that in Psalms 83. All right. The head of these different heathen being Esau, man. They want to get rid of you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right. And they're planning on committing a mass genocide on our people. Okay. You see? And they're having these secret councils and meetings on us, man. They've been doing this, and now they're in the stage of executing their plans. Verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And they're going to come with the accusations. They're going to try to deem us as criminals and paint us as being the problem of the earth. And we're the reason why the country is going to shit. They're going to try to do all that stuff, man. They're going to do it. They're going to try to slander us and, point at these 2/3, you know what I'm saying? You jakes out there who have been, terrorizing your own neighborhoods. They finna point the finger at you and say it's all of us. All right, because we got some fuck ups of our people that are out here doing wicked things, but they're finna paint with a broad brush and say that it's all of us, and so they try to justify their means of getting rid of us, man. That's them shooting them arrows and bitter words. They're gonna accuse us in the news media. All right, verse 4: that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And that's how they're doing it right now, man. The perfect being the Israelites, because we're the Lord's chosen people. All right. And they're shooting at secret at the Israelites, man, because they didn't put this on the news, man. Of course, they're going to hide it. The fact that they're shackling up the immigrants, wiping their backgrounds, and then dumping them off in the Atlantic Ocean, man. Tied up and chained up, man. The elites plan that shit, man. All right, the elites of Esau, Edom have planned that out, man. Behind closed doors, this is what they feel about you. Tying up men, women, and children and dumping them off in the oceans, man. Chained up. This is why this man has to go. This is why we're calling for Yahweh Shah to fucking destroy these devils, man. Ain't no time to tuck your head in the sand and try to ignore it. Nah, man, this is happening. Either you're going to seek the Lord or be a victim out here, man, because they're coming. Now, verse 5, it says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares or traps privately. They say, who shall see them? And that's how they feel. They feel like they can just get away with murdering us, man. They've been doing this for generation after generation. And you Israelites, man, that love the damn white man so much. You love Esau so much. He's a so-called white man. We know that he is the Edomites. They are the nation of Esau, whom the Lord hates. The wicked, according to Malachi 1 and 4. You out there trying to defend them. You got Israelites out there making videos on TikTok trying to, slander us and say that, we're a hate group and all this stuff. That we need to forgive the so-called white man and stop harboring all this hate. Well, they ain't showing nothing but hate for you Israelites, man. And that's why you are going to be the main ones that get caught up in this shit, trusting your damn enemy. All right. And you got what's coming to you. We told you, we warned you that this man is a damn devil. Now, verse 6, it says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. You see? That's right, man. All right. Their heart is very deep, meaning their mind. All right. They do diligent searches on how to, manipulate us. All right. How to take our people down. All right. The elites of Esau, especially, they know who we are, man. And so they put and all kind of research and into these think tanks and things like that to try to take us down. They know how how our bodies function. They've done extensive research on what foods debilitate our bodies, and they put it in, all these chemicals in the foods that Jake eats. Yeah, their heart is deep, man. You thinking that this damn white man is just some harmless, being on the earth? Nah, man, this man is the devil, and he's getting ready to show you he's worse than you think. All right, it's just the heart of every one of them is deep. They're all wicked, man. Every man, woman, and child of Esau, they're wicked. Verse 7. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Yeah, the Lord gonna confound them, man. The Lord gonna take them down. And that's who we need to step in on our behalf, because we can't do this without Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Can you imagine being tied up, man? Put on a plane. All right, they told you that you're finna go get deported back to your home country or whatever, and then you end up getting thrown off mid-flight into the ocean, chained and tied up. That's how these devils are, man. But y'all think it's a goddamn game. All right. Verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And they're being exposed, man. The damn devil is being exposed in these last days, and people are seeing it. Verse 9. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and shall trust in him, right, the elect. And all the upright in heart shall glory, because the Lord is going to step in on behalf of his elect when these damn devils begin to come down, gnashing with their teeth upon you Israelites. Man, and I've had dreams of these devils just losing their minds and just killing any Israelite that they see, showing no mercy. I've had dreams of this, man, but at that same time, in those same dreams, I seen, the elect being taken care of, man. And it speaks about that. The Lord's going to have to bring divine intervention on our behalf in these times, because it's going to be that bad. It's going to be that bad. Esau's going to kill a lot of our people. And if you're not of the elect, Lord willing we are, then you're going to just be a victim out here, man. That's why we tell you Israelites to come out of that bullshit Christianity, come out of that Islam, or whatever other false religion you're a part of, and turn back to the true power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because he's your only protection in the days we're coming into. All right, I got to bring this out. This is the book of 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 16 and verse 67. It says, Behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. All right, because the Lord is controlling these devils at the end of the day, man. And the Elder Watazak out of the GMS LA camp did a lesson on this. All right. And he brought that fact up that the Lord is allowing these devils to do what they're doing. And that's a form of judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Those Israelites, from the northern kingdom that were dropped off into the ocean, that was a judgment from the Lord, Yahweh, the king of terrors, man. That's why we're telling you Israelites to, not fear Esau, but to fear the Lord who controls Esau. Esau is the sword of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, as it tells you in Psalm 17 and verse 13. All right. So it says, Behold, the Most High is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle with them, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. And we're in the time of trouble, man. It's going to turn up. It's going to be blood in the streets, man. All right. And the Elder Watazak mentioned, this could lead to civil unrest. All right. Jake finding out that their people are being dropped off in the ocean, being mistreated and being unalived in these facilities. There's been reports of, the so-called Latinos, the Northern Kingdom, not eating for weeks, being starved and all type of different, not starved, but not being able to receive showers for like 3 weeks at a time, getting treated horribly. You see? Look, man, if you ain't got the protection of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in these times we're coming into, these deadly, violent times we're coming into, you're going to be out here left to be a victim, man. Let's go to the next verse. Verse 68, it says, For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. Yeah, they're working on detaining all the Israelites, not just the not just the northern kingdom, but also the southern kingdom as well. You so-called Negroes, man. All right. These devils know who we are. All right. And now the fact that we found out who we are, all right, that's, came out, the great awakening has happened. They finna come down with great wrath because they know that they have a short time. According to Revelation 12 and verse 12. The very fact that the Israelites are aware that they're the Israelites. Now you got everybody knowing that, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are the people of the Lord, man. A lot of people know about this. So guess what? They finna come down with great wrath, man. That marks their demise because they didn't want us to ever understand who we were. So now we're in the phase of them just saying, fuck it. They finna just, come down with the sword, man. Detaining, locking Israelites up. All right. Torturing Israelites. They finna do all that shit, man. This is their last chance to afflict us. Okay. And then it talks about, many being locked up. All right. Certain Israelites will be locked up, man. Okay. Verse 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. So this also goes into the mark of the beast, man, because the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, and they clearly have plans on everybody having a digital device. All right. RFK Jr. just did a lesson on that, talking about he wants everybody in America to have a wearable device. And we know that is going to eventually turn into the RFID microchip, man. They want everybody chipped, man. We know their plans. All right. It says we have an unction from the Holy One and we know all things. The Lord has revealed the secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And we're telling you what's going to happen before it even happens, man. And they very well could use civil unrest as an occasion to bring forth the RFID microchip. All right. When shit gets bloody out here in these streets, people are going to want to be safe. So they're going to have facilities and whatnot. And they're going to say, well, if you want food, shelter and whatnot, you're going to have to take these chips. We can identify you. And those who consent by any means unto this, all right, you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. You take that RFID microchip for any reason, because you're scared, because you're hungry, whatever, you're going to be destroyed by the Lord, man. All right. Point blank, period. Verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And it's talking about the Israelites, man. Okay. You see? And even the ones that are not of the elect, the Israelites, man, inherently they have a zeal of the Most High, man, for the most part. All right. And that's why it states it like this right here. They're going to have a great insurrection against the Israelites. Okay. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay, you see that? They finna come after all of us, man, especially those that are in the truth. All right, but thing is, we got protection. All right, those that are of the elect, Lord willing, we're of that number. The Lord gonna step in on our behalf, man. All right, it tells you in the scriptures, man, strive for the truth unto death, and he shall fight for thee. The Lord gonna fight for us. We're in the time of the Lord stepping in. Because we're going to need him, man. It's about to get that bad out here. It's already getting that bad. Verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. You're going to be having Edomites coming with their task forces, taking Jake out of their homes. All right. They're going to pass laws, different legislations to justify themselves doing that shit. All right. You can find yourself in a facility separated from your family. All right. With no trial, no court, date or anything. Just take you and lock you up, man. All right. That's what's going down. That's what's finna happen in the near future. All right. Not just for the so-called Latinos, but for you so-called Negroes as well, man. We know their plans. Verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. There's going to be nothing more than a test of our faith. All right. For the elect. All right. You see, this is a test of our faith. It's not meant to destroy us. All right. This is meant to punish the wicked of our people. All right. The 2/3 who refuse to seek Yahweh Shai. It's going to be for your destruction. The Lord is gonna allow Esau to do what he wants with you, man. And this devil is extremely diabolical. All right, I'll just say that much. But it's gonna be a trial of our faith, man. This is where we gotta really trust in the Lord, man. It's all about faith. That's what this whole thing of ours is about, building up our faith for this time we're coming into. Trusting in the Lord to deliver us, to take care of us in these times, man. We're not playing around. This ain't a thing about being popular or getting YouTube likes and views. We don't care about that, man. You need to be watching these videos, all right, to be getting edified and to build your spirit up, man. Point blank, period. Because that trial is coming. Oh, and really it says then it's going to be made known who is chosen in that time, because that's when divine intervention is going to take place on a high level. You're going to have men receiving spiritual power, as it tells you in Isaiah 59 and verse 19. The Lord's going to raise that standard when Esau comes in like a flood. All right. Men with spiritual abilities, man, are getting ready to be manifested. All right. The Lord's going to be doing miracles to feed the families and the households of the elect, man. It's going to be made known that the Lord is dealing with them. That's how you're going to know who the chosen are. And real quick, I want to get this, since I had it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10 in the Apocrypha, right? Otherwise known as Sirach. And it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And I just did a lesson on this Jake, crying in the camera, trying to tell us to forgive Esau. It says right here, never trust your enemy. Look at Esau's track record, what he's been doing to our people after generation. Look at the slavery. All right. The things that he's done to the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Native Americans. They brag, and they boast in their murdering of our people and the genocide that they committed on our people here. And you want to trust this man? See, you think that he's been reformed. Nah, this devil's the same old devil, man. Same old E. All right. Though he humbled himself, because he's a good actor, man. He's the serpent, man. All right. It says, though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. That's a cautionary warning right there, man. Beware of this damn devil. He cannot be trusted, man. Okay. None of them. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. And that rust is symbolic to his wickedness. Just because you're able to eat the damn restaurant with this devil, he might hold the door open for you and smile at you and shit, at your job. Or you might have a quote unquote cool boss or whatever. These motherfuckers hate you, man. All right, they've been lying dormant for a while. But now we're in the time of them showing their horns, man. And those of you that trust in your enemy, you're going to find out that's a grave mistake. You're going to find out, man. You're going to find out the hard way. By death and by pain. Matter of fact, I'm going to read a little bit more down on this one. All right. Let me see here. Verse 12, if I can get that real quick. All right, verse 12, what does it say? It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. That's right. All right, we go to work, we do what we got to do, but we're not being buddy with these goddamn devils, man. Inviting them to your homes and all that shit. You Jakes really think you can trust this fucking devil? Now understand that some of the so-called white people are not Edomites, man. Some of them are Israelites. All right. It's not about skin color, man. It's about the spirit. All right. Now, because we got a lot of our people that look like Edomites. Okay. But you got to judge them by the spirit. All right. You got to have that spiritual discernment, especially in these last days, man. All right. Especially in these last days. Your spiritual discernment needs to be on a high level. All right. And pray to the Lord that he heightens your discernment. All right. But anyway, the thing is that, yeah, man, you shouldn't be, bumping elbows with these damn devils, especially now. You got Jake out there being preppers and whatnot. They got little prepping communities full of Edomites. Watch, man. When all hell break loose, they gonna turn on your ass, man. Ted and Cindy that you thought was so damn cool, they're gonna be looking to murder you in the time we're coming into, man. Or turn you into the authorities. All right, they're gonna hold you at gunpoint and steal your supplies, man. You thought they were on your side. They're gonna show you that they're not. We're telling you now, man. We're telling you now. Here's the Revelation 12 and verse 12 that I quoted earlier. All right, now it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." That's right, man. How does he know? Well, the Israelites woke up, and then he's being exposed on a high level on social media, man, on the internet. There's many videos on TikTok and YouTube, Instagram, and all and other social media platforms exposing these devils and who they really are, man. That's the Spirit of the Lord doing that. So they know that the jig is up. People know that those so-called JEWs are not the real people of the Lord. All right, that's been coming out on a high level. All right, so yeah, man, they finna come down and lash out, man. You know, his kingdom is damn near over. All right, and it's finna go out with violence, man. Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is at hand. Esau's on his way out. All right, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. I gotta head out. But this is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. It says, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." All right, you're gonna see grown men out here afraid and paralyzed with fear, with their hands on their stomach like they get ready to give birth. That's what this is talking about, man. This is the time that we're coming into. We're grown ass tough guys are gonna be afraid, all right, for things that are getting ready to witness and they're getting ready to see. Verse 7, it says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And this is where we get that term Jacob's trouble from. It's right here. This is an end time prophecy, the time in which, you know, Jacob, all right, the 12 tribes of Israel are going to be persecuted, man. All right. And we're seeing it happen right now, man, with the whole migrant situation. All right. It's going to turn up. All right. But it says he shall be saved out of it. It's talking about the elect of Jacob, the elect of the nation of Israel. And we pray that we're of that number, man. Lord willing. And just to add to the point, it's going to take divine intervention, all right, to get us through this, man. And it tells you that in Daniel chapter 12. Matter of fact, let's get that. So here we have it, Daniel 12 verse 1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael," or Michael, the archangel, "stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble," you see, "such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book." So the elect are going to be saved out of this time we're coming into. It's going to get so bad that the Lord going to have to send the archangel Michael, all right, to bring divine intervention to save us, man, you know, out of certain situations. Okay, the Lord going to have to send the angels, man. And the archangel Michael is an angel of war, man. So it's going to get crazy out here. And we got to wait on the Lord. Maybe we got to wait on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and not lose our mind. Understand that we have help. You know, I forgot about this one. I got to bring this out too. This is Psalms 55 verse 21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart." See, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. That's describing these damn devils, man. All right, if you remember, they allowed all those migrants to come in through the borders, all right, through Biden's open border policy. All right, and that was all a setup. It was all a trap and a snare for you Israelites. All right, you know, and for them to blame us. So, you know, that was them speaking smoothly, man. They were giving them all kind of money and different accommodations, free hotels, and then they switched it up on you. And now look what they're doing to you. They're dumping you off in the fucking ocean, chained and tied up, man, separating you and your families, having you idle, stored away in the damn ice facility somewhere. So they can speak smooth with their mouth all they want to, but look at their actions, man. They have declared war on you tribes, man. They hate you. All right, these devils hate you Israelites. I don't care how much they smile and how good they talk to you and whatever they fucking promise you. Just know that this is an ancient hatred, man. This is a spiritual thing, man. Their spirits are perverse and they're adverse to our spirit, man. But you can't say that you have not been warned, man. I got one more, we're gonna close it. Okay, so this is Psalms 27 and verse 14. You should really read this entire Psalms because it goes in on, the Lord protecting us from our enemies, right? But I want to finish it off with this verse right here. Now, this is Psalms 27 and verse 14. Now, it says, wait on the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Be of good courage. It's going to take courage, man, in these last days. And he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Yeah, we're not going to panic, man. We're not going to make haste in time of trouble. We're going to call on the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai when things get bloody. All right? He's going to strengthen our heart, meaning our mind. The elect are going to have their mind stable, while everybody else is going to be losing it, man. They're not going to be expecting the carnage that's coming, man. They're going to be caught off guard. We know it's coming. And we're going to do what? Call on the true names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that's been given unto us for what? For salvation. The Lord has revealed Himself unto us in these last days, starting with His name, all right, the name of the Heavenly Father and the name of the Son Yahushai for salvation. All right, that's why He brought you into this truth, man. So understand that we ain't come here for no reason, just to be destroyed. So wait on the Lord, man. In these times we're coming into, and stay close to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Don't nothing else matter, man. Point blank, period. So I'm gonna end this lesson right here. Lord willing, you were edified. Go check those videos out when you get a chance, man. Heavy. All right. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and Kwam Yasharala, and Abba Babal. We here. Shalom.